What's going on YouTube? It's T-Nums again. It's been about 3 weeks since Alpha Swarms were released, and I've changed my team up a little bit to the point where I think it's worth making a video. And we received a community update from Caillou that timer balls max out at 11 turns for efficiency. So I kind of modeled this team to make it to that 11 turn point pretty much every time. So let me know what you think. And I'll be including overlays on each of the Pokemon pictures just to save some time explaining the natures, IVs, and EVs and everything. Leading every battle is going to be my catching Smeargle with Spore, Soak, False Swipe, and Flash with a focus band so it can potentially survive some hits. The goal with this is to soak either a Ghost or Grass type, so it can be hit by either Spore or False Swipe depending on their typing, and then just for any available turns afterwards that the Pokemon's sleeping, just spam Flash. This is before we put a certain ability on from the next Pokemon. I'd say on average I can get anywhere from 2 to like 5 turns off of just Smeargle alone. And using Flash now is the only time in this strategy that it's going to be possible, because the next member of the party is going to be a contrary Spinda. There's no need to have an alpha one, you just need the hidden ability of Contrary, and the moveset is going to be Trick, Encore, Skill Swap, and Rock Smash, with the first 3 being the important ones, because you use your first turn to trick a lagging tail to the opponent, which will make them always move second, and then your second turn, which you're guaranteed to get as long as Spinda lives and you'll move first, you use Skill Swap, giving the enemy Pokemon Contrary. Alphas have an alpha boost they like to use that boosts all of their stats by 1, and by giving it Contrary, it's going to weaken itself every time it does that. And with us trying to make it to turn 11, there's a good chance it's going to proc that a couple times. Then, if Spinda manages to survive 2 full turns, you can encore them into using a move that may be weak against the third member of the team. Now, I may have lied a little in the title, because there's 2 Pokemon that hold the third slot. But the first one is used 9 times out of 10, with the second just being a backup for niche scenarios. So number 3 is Probopass. You just have to take a Nosepass to Charge Stone Cave and then evolve it with a rare candy, and you can have a level 2 Probopass, which is Steel type, immune to poison, and with the Lumberry that I have equipped on it, it's also immune for at least 1 turn to sleep or burns. Being just a level 2 with only Pain Split and Taunt being important on the moveset here. As long as the opponent doesn't have a double hit move, this thing is pretty unstoppable until it can't Pain Split enough HP to survive through Sturdy anymore, and that's where we move into the 4th Pokemon. But first, an honorable mention, because I made a video on a level 100 Crobat build that I also use, which has Super Fang, which always takes half of the opponent's current health, unlike Pain Split, where it matches HP. So you can use that repeatedly, and it also has Taunt in case the opponent has any healing moves, just like Probopass does. Team member number 4 is a very obvious pick, but also happens to be the best stalling Pokemon to get to turn number 11 on the team, and that's our catching Breloom. It still has Spore, Seed Bomb, False Swipe, and Substitute, and Spore and Substitute together are a very key point in getting to that 11 turn mark. Because with our opponent holding a lagging tail, we can always Spore them first, and then the following turn put the Substitute back up, and if they do wake up on that turn and bring the sub right down, can just rinse and repeat until we get a 3+ turn sleep and get fully set up on them. We can also use False Swipe to take it the rest of the way down to 1 HP as long as there's no healing moves. And we won't have to worry about Breloom's HP because Toxic Orb plus Poison Heal will heal off all of the HP that it loses from using the substitutes. It really is a perfect stall Pokemon. When it comes to catching the alpha Pokemon, that's really all there is to it. The only 2 party members remaining are my Farfetch'd that I showcased in a previous video. I'll just show a quick clip on screen of why it's really good for recoil moves. And then the Bibarel, which I believe still has the same HMs as before. But if you've been paying attention to the movesets as we've been going, each of these Pokemon has a random HM move as its 4th move slot. Bibarel has Surf, Strength, Waterfall, and Rock Climb. Farfetch'd has Fly and Cut. Smeargle has Flash. Spinda has Rock Smash. and Crobat, when I have it with me, has defog. And even though we haven't seen an alpha that requires dive yet, I could always use the TM trick on my Bibarel and teach it dive in place of one of its other HMs. And I'd say that about wraps things up. This is the team that I've been using for alpha encounters, and alphas are here to stay and seem like they'll be a pretty decent moneymaker moving forward, so I hope you guys get some use out of this. If you did, drop the channel a subscription, maybe give the video a like, and I'll catch you in the next one.